Hi guys, once again it's a farmer, Benjamin from the Bensta farm. I just want to give you a story of these onion plants over here. So, what happened is a month ago, not really like a month, I think it's less than a month. I harvested onions. I had done 1 acre of onions, and there are just a few portions which did not do well. Uh, so I still harvested those onions, of which I just want to do test something so that next time I'm not repeating the same mistake I did. So as I mentioned, I did an acre of an onion. I did it. I wasn't there like 100%, but at least every weekend we used to travel to the farm to see, just to check on how the onions are going on, just to see any diseases and to ensure that weeding is done correctly, even though I was using pesticide. Just ensure that everything is done well. My I don't know whether it's a mistake or what is it, but I decided to do organic farming. Uh, so on my honey, I did not spray nor put any fertilizer. I didn't even use organic fertilizer. Uh, I guess it's a God's miracle that at least I harvested 3/4 of the crop. That is 3/4 of an acre, and I had big bulbs, like big ones, which could fit in my palm, which means the soil is not badly off. It's not doing. At least it has some of the sorry, I don't know the right word to use, the microorganisms and whatever is needed for the onion to grow. So at least I did 3/4 of the onions, and the other quarter, because of I don't know whether it was lack of water wasn't reaching there well, or it's because I did not use fertilizer, or the soil on that particular portion of land was a little bit weak. So I produced on that part of the 3/4 of an acre. I produced small bulbs and here and there, which I said, let's consume this and let's use them for home purposes. I gave some of them to my friends to use to eat and all that. Some of them are still at home, still in a sack, just waiting to be maybe disposed or something. But before that, I said, can the small onions regenerate? Can I replant the onions, the small onions, still do again? And if they create those bulbs, how big will they be? How developed? How far can they go? And all that. So with that, I decided to do just nursery on my balcony. Still just for sample purposes. So I took some of the small bulbs. I believe this is the biggest bulb right here. Also, I wanted to do a test and see whether it can regenerate and can it reproduce bulb onions again. So basically all these are small bulbs, very small. Some of them are very small. Others had started decomposing and all that. So I just want to see if a particular bulb which had started decomposing, a bigger bulb and the small bulbs can still grow again and give me better bulbs. Of course, I'm going to do organic fertilizer over here. I don't know whether I'm going to do pesticides. For the record, I did not, on that 1 acre of land, I did not spray anything. I think I'm going to post some images and videos of how the onions. I did not spray any pesticide. I did not put any fertilizer, no organic fertilizer. I just decided, let it just grow. Let me test my soil. Let me see how far. Let me see what quality of onions I can produce from them. And I wish this soil which I bought in one of the flower flower suppliers on the side of the road. I wish I could use my soil on here, but as I said, I'm going to import a few bags of soil and maybe test the potatoes with it, because I'm going to do right away. I've already tested my soil with the onion. It's fantastic. I can't complain on that. As I saw, the onions grew without any pesticide, grew without any fertilizer. So, but I think next time I'm going to do better, just to produce enough and do it in a much large scale, like 2 acres or 3 acres or something. So as you can see, the onions have started regrowing with time. I did this this was done 2 weeks ago. I wish I could have done a video from the start, but much later is when I decided, let me start a YouTube channel and maybe educate my fellow farmers, educate those guys who are scared of venturing into farming. Maybe I can psych them up to do their stuff. So most of them have been picked. That's was a decomposed onion. Same as that. So I'm still waiting to see whether they're gonna pick. And some of the onions had already started growing from where it kept them because of the wetness. Some rain coming out to the balcony, and so because of the wetness, they started growing. So I decided, let me just grow them back. I'll put them back in the soil and see how they're going to grow. So basically, I don't know whether, please advise on the video if I need to do some pesticide here. I don't know whether from the balcony, that is Nairobi, we can have some diseases, drives and all those, but I'm going to watch them. I'm going I'm going to consult from the organic farmers. What do they use for organic regrowth fertilizer, and the organic pesticide they use, so that you can maybe spray them here and there. So this was 2 weeks. I believe I got is it 4 months? I believe 3 months, because already it's like I did my nursery, and from the nursery it's going to grow. So I did a little spacing for the bulbing. Just for your knowledge, the spacing of the seedlings determines how big you want the bulbs. So if you want for local hotels and all those, for the users, that is local wananchi, you need to do a little bit of spacing, a very little spacing. So like this is around 5 inch. So for guys who want to capture the normal wananchi, you do like 2-3 inches, not to form a very big bulb, but a small bulb like this. But for the guys who are looking for the hotels, schools and all that, please do a bigger spacing. I believe 6 inches, 5 to 6 inches from one crop to another. With this, you're going to get bigger bulbs, because there will be a space for growth of the bulbs and all that. And this depends on how you feed. Depends on how you feed the crop. So if you feed it very well with the bigger space, you're going to get bigger bulbs. If you put smaller spaces, you feed it, it's gonna get smaller bulbs, because once the bulbs grow, they will not have much space to be bigger. So you'll have average bulb sizes, which now you can sell to the local wananchi. The bulbs, where if you target those customers who buy like 3 onions for 10 shillings, that is the right size. But if you target the hotels, please do bigger space. I'm sure you have seen the 3 rows whereby guys do per row, that is a platform and all that. You see they lay 3 drips irrigation, 3 drips. So right here, So from one drip to another, you can do around 7 inches, 7 to 8 inches. From one drip to another, 7 to 8 inches or 10 inches if you want. But commercial purposes, hotels like you do like 6 to 7 inches from one bulb to another. For normal users and all that, I think it's around 4 to 5 inches. So I'm going to pause there and maybe post another video next week just to see how the growth is and how the process is going. Like I said, I like testing just to grow everything and see what are the challenges, how frequent do I need watering. But of course, yeah, I don't need frequent watering because the nylon paper is not torn, so no water is going down. So I'm putting water maybe once or twice a week, depending on the moisture of the soil. So with that, thanks for watching. Subscribe. Adios.